Hello everyone, this is Grazia Ragone from the University of Bari, and today I'll walk you through our work on building a rights-aligned evaluation framework for children's interaction with AI. The aim is simple but urgent, as AI becomes part of children's everyday lives, so we need tools that help us understand how children experience and make sense of AI. This is not just in theory, but in real-world settings. So AI is no longer in the background. It's part of children's daily life. So how children play, learn, and communicate every day. But the evaluation tools that we currently rely on, like the IEEE, the World of Economic Forum, or the Five Rights Foundation, stay at the level of principles. So they're valuable, but they don't easily translate into something we can actually use in a classroom or in a real child AI interaction. So what we're proposing is a practical bridge, a framework that connects children's rights with concrete evaluation tools. And to make this a bit more real, we can imagine a 10-year-old using a chatbot for homework. So the system gives an answer, but the child can't judge whether it's safe, fair, or even accurate. So our project asks, how do we evaluate that moment? So it's not just is the AI technically correct, but does the child feel safe, respected, and treated fairly according to their rights? So that's the level we want our framework to work at. We frame this through the lens of symbiotic AI, where symbiosis here means that both the child and the AI adapt to one another. So the child learns from the system, and the system, through its design and interaction patterns, respond to the child's needs, abilities, and rights. So these ideas sees collaboration that balances the strengths and weaknesses of humans and AI. And when we look at the current landscape, we see a clear gap. We have strong ethical guidelines, but almost no child-friendly ways to test whether an AI system is actually fair, transparent, or respectful of children's agency in the moment of the interaction. So children don't experience AI at the level of abstract principles. They experience it through concrete cues, so what the system says, how it behaves, and whether it explains itself, whether it asks for permissions. So this is where the UNCRC, UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, give us a solid foundation. We ground our work, our framework in four core principles, where we have Article 2, non-discrimination, Article 3, best interest of the child, Article 12, right to be heard, Article 16, protection and privacy. All those four core principles give us a way to translate rights into measurable aspects of interaction, so things children can observe, feel, and report on. Our framework turns these rights into concrete evaluation dimensions. So what we're building is not just another checklist, but a structured way to assess fairness, transparency, participation, and privacy from the child's point of view. So in practice, this means we are building concrete tools with child-friendly questionnaires, observation protocols, and small interaction probes that we can run in classrooms. So right now we are piloting this with the first group of children, looking at how they experience things like fairness, safety, and comfort when they interact with the AI system. We're using their responses to refine both the items and the framework, so it says ground this in real children's voices and not just adult assumptions. At the moment, this is an ongoing work where we currently testing the framework with children in different places, different settings, and to make sure the tools are understandable, developmentally appropriate, and sensitive to cultural context. At the end, the goal is to create a shared rights-aligned evaluation standard that educators, designers, and researchers can use to make child AI systems safer, fairer, and more accountable. The long-term goal is that any team designing AI for children could pick up this framework and quickly check, are we fair? Are we transparent? Are we respecting children's rights in practice, not just on paper? So Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, please drop me an email or see you at the conference. Thank you.